It's October, and for many of my friends, it's that absolute excitement of pumpkin spice everything. And I'm like, oh, gross. Pumpkin spice? No, thank you. But it is October. And, for me growing up, that was always spring, and that meant my birthday was coming soon. But here it's about pumpkin patches, and it's about apple picking and hot cider and all of those fun things. Yes, and pumpkin spice lattes. And this is what I want to do today, is look at making a simple pumpkin craft. Do love pumpkins, not pumpkin pie, not pumpkin spice stuff. Give me a good pumpkin soup or roasted pumpkin. But today I want to make for you a sweet little pinwheel pumpkin that is something that's easy and fun to do even with your littles, because it's got some great things in there for some fine motor stuff. Hi, and welcome to Learning Life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I want to have some fun, as usual, with a craft activity, of course, with things that I just sort of keep around the house because I love craft and I love being able to do it inexpensively and having fun with my girls. Now, if you're having fun watching these videos, why not like us? Subscribe, share it with your friends. Just spread the love and joy about learning life, because then we can have fun together. Don't you just love simple, easy crafts? Especially when your children are like, oh, we need something to do. And you're like, let me see what I have around the house. This is an activity you can do. These are things that I do keep around the house, or if not, they are inexpensive to get. And today I want to make a pinwheel pumpkin. It is a lot of fun. It's easy to do. You can do them in all different sizes. And I was going to say shapes. No, you can't do them in different shapes. They need to be round. They are our pumpkins. But these are things, all of these things I had at home. My girls loved it. And what I think is great, it's also good for our littles with their fine motor control, because, if we're going to have craft, let's also learn a little something in there. But all I used was some simple things: construction paper, some green pipe cleaners or Chanel stems, whatever you want to call them, some green card, I have brown foam. Again, things I find around, I may as well use that. If not, you can use brown construction paper, brown card, whatever it is that you want to make just a simple little pinwheel pumpkin that is cute and fun and a great way to be decorating for October. You will also need, your stapler, some glue, some string if you want to hang it, and don't forget the trusty scissors. So let me show you how to make it. It's easy. I'm using 2 sheets of construction paper, and I'm going to get 2 panels out of each one. And I'm going to use 2 sheets. I cut it in half, and then that way I get 2 sections per paper. But we need 3 to 4 squares. You could actually use 2. I like to use 3. It makes it a little bit more full. And then to make a square, of course, you could measure, draw a line, but I like to just fold the triangle and cut off the ends. Again, for me, often it's just about having fun with the girls and not making everything just absolutely perfect. Now, this is great for our kids. What we're going to do is we're going to concertina it. We're going to do a fan fold. And so, as I like to teach the girls, you fold it over, and then you flip. And then we fold and flip. And this is great for children to be able to do, especially our littles, to learn that fold. And this is great for their little fine motor control. And now we have it like a fan. It's a concertina fold. And then I'm just going to fold it in half like this. That's one section. I want to do that quickly for the other 2 sections. Just because that, to me, gives a nice sort of full pumpkin. You can use 2. If you want to do it 4, that's up to you again. But usually we're just busy having fun, and I just fold and flip. Might not be the smoothest edges, might not be the straightest edges, but that's okay, because that makes every pumpkin unique. Have you ever seen 2 pumpkins ever looking the same? No, you haven't. So again, I'm just going to fold. Now what I want to do is glue these together. This is where I get my glue, and first I'm going to run and fold into the middle, just so that they are sticking together, because we want this to make a circle. I'm going to do that on all 3 of the concertina pieces. And then what we want to do is join these 3 segments so that they become a circle. It's that easy, a cute little pinwheel. I'm going to use a mix of glue, and then I'm the type of person that sometimes gets a little impatient and doesn't fully want to wait for the glue to dry. I think my daughters get that from me. Like, oh, let's get this done quick. So then what I end up doing is I end up stapling. But so as you can see now when they're gluing, and we'll glue this bottom one, it creates our beautiful, beautiful circle. So I'm just going to glue for this last piece and get it folded around. As I said, I'm just going to staple it just where every little section is glued. You don't have to do this part. You can skip this step, but just for ease of keeping it all together and not waiting for everything to dry, I'm going to staple. Now, this is also another great skill for children to be learning, that press and squeeze. You can get some smaller staplers for them to be able to do it. I just go around anywhere there's glue just to staple it together. And look, I have my circle. Now, of course, pumpkins come from vines. So what we're going to do is take our pipe cleaner, I fold it in half, and then I just wrap the ends around my fingers just to curl it a little bit, pull it back out, wrap, curl. I'm going to staple that to the top of my pumpkin. You don't want to staple pipe cleaners on, glue just doesn't really hold them. So now I have my vine. Next, I'm going to make my leaves. Now, you can use a template for this, but of course, no two leaves ever look the same. So I just sort of, cut. But again, if you want your children to do it, they can create and cut their leaves too. We're just going to make it nice. Oh, I'm going to come in and do this shape. So I have my leaf. And again, I'm just going to staple this one on because something else is going to go over the top and a staple's going to hold it into place. I now have my pumpkin, my vine, my leaf. Now what I need to do is create the stalk at the top. Again, this is something you can draw first and then have your children just cut around. Great cutting practice. But of course, I'm just going to show you how easy it is. You just make your own shape. And this is what I love. Everything is unique and individual. And we get it and make sure that our bottom is nice and big and ovally. We have our stalk. And this one you do want to glue on, especially you want to hide sort of any staple marks. So you can use different kinds of glue. This one's being foam. Often I will use my rubber cement. Keep this away from children. My girls like to get into it. But we're going to glue our stalk on. And look at that. Our pumpkin with its stalk and leaf on a vine. So super easy to make. And it is something that you can do. Lots of different sizes. You could do big ones, little ones. You could do them in red and make apples. Like that's how easy it is. Same concepts. So maybe this is something that you could do as a family. Decorate for autumn, decorate for fall. Maybe get even like a big old branch from a yard or somewhere and hang them on and really make some fun fall activities like pumpkins. You could do some autumn leaves, all of those different things. But isn't this cute? And it's great, as I said, great for your children's fine motor, squeezing, cutting, because even in craft we can be learning. So why not try a pumpkin? It doesn't have to be orange even. You could use it as red and make them as apples. It's really up to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And if this is something that you do enjoy, these videos, maybe consider becoming a patron with us through Patreon. Become one of our champions, and you can check that out at patreon.com or check out my website, learningthis.life. Thank you for watching.